Now, for the people that don't know what Evil Dead is, I'm going to sum it up like this. Evil Dead, the original, basically begins with a bunch of teenagers going to a cabin to simply have fun. They find a book which, when read upon, summons this dark ancient evil which is now known as a Deadite. Now, Evil Dead has been a really big thing. It didn't, besides of just getting just two sequels, it also introduced Ash, who became a really awesome character. Um, Also spawning several comics, and even a crossover with Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. Heck, it even crossed over with Marvel. Now that's pretty damn awesome. Um, Now, when I heard that this was coming out, I was, pretty excited, but I also had to think that, it's not going to be as good as the original. And after watching it, I gotta say, it's okay. Now, this film starts out with a girl actually running away in the forest and being captured by these guys. She's tied up, and turns out her father's with them, and he's dousing her with gasoline and stuff, and she has no idea what's going on, and we're with her on this, and the dad's about to frickin' burn her alive, and she's just crying and stuff, and then she just says, "I'll rip out your soul," and just flat out goes frickin' insane. It turns out she is a deadite, and that her dad has to kill her. As for the people that were helping him, I don't know who those people are. Like, I can kind of guess that the guy that's about to kill his daughter is the professor, the guy that found the book in the original films, but they never flat out say. Um, as for the others, I have no clue who they are. Like, it's very clear that they know what's going on, how it works, but besides that, no explanation. We never get recording on who these people are, or maybe there was. I don't know if I missed anything, but yeah, no explanation. After that, we get into the present day, where we see the teenagers show up again, except they're not the ones from before. In fact, uh, they really have nothing to do with them. And the reason for being there is instead of just going to the cabin to have fun, it's because one of them is going through rehab. Um, and at first it goes pretty well until later, where she starts to freak out, which is pretty normal for people that are going through rehab. But then she kind of comments that something's on the floor that's bothering her, and they check it out, and then they find the fruit cellar. There they find the book, and yeah, I forever call one of these characters dumbass, simply because he is a dumbass. Okay, I mean, okay, when you find something in a fruit cellar filled with dead animals and rotting flesh, and then you find this thing that's covered in plastic and frickin', barbed wire next to a shotgun, does that say you should frickin' look through that thing and figure out what it is? No. Okay, maybe it's just me, but for me, this guy was just a dumbass, and like this is, and out of all of them, he gets the worst out of it. But yeah, he was just really like this guy was frickin' stupid and kind of had it coming. Um, After that, horrible, horrible things ensue, including the return of the tree scene, which I will only say is actually not as bad as the original. Okay, it's equally messed up, but not as bad. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone, but yeah, to me, this is not as bad. Mostly because it kind of cut out before it gets to and before we really get into the messed up part. Um, as for wait a minute, sorry about that. Okay, so Where was I? Oh yeah, the crazy crap going on. So yeah, basically sum it up, it gets freaking crazy. I mean, the sister becomes a deadite, uh, and people are going freaking nuts. Uh, Someone's hand ends up getting possessed, which is actually a nice little callback to the second movie where Ash's hand is actually turned into a deadite. Uh, Granted, I would have loved to see that freaking hand, walk around and stuff and trying to kill people. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, because clearly that thing could have, been alive. I mean, they made the squeaking and shrieking sound when she was trying to clean it up. Um, but yeah, um, it just gets freaking crazy. Now the acting in this film is pretty good. And how the effects are done are very good as well. I think the only real issue I have with the effects is the look of the Deadites. I'm just not a fan of how the Deadites look in there. Um, like they just don't really look as that intimidating. Like, I would have liked if maybe if they kind of went with the whole, they were kind of slowly transforming into something more dangerous, more monstrous, more, just terrifying. But no, they kind of just stuck with that, which I don't have a major problem with. It was just a personal thing for me. We also get other, mentions of the previous films. Well, not mentions, but they bring up stuff from the original films, such as. Oh, wait a moment. Sorry about that again. All right. So yeah, they bring up stuff from the original films. Well, not bring up. Sorry, screw that up again. They send in elements from the previous film, like once again the hand, and also the necklace that Ash, gives his girlfriend. Granted, how the necklace comes into play is a little bit different here. This time it was given to the sister, and also the design of the book is very different from the design from the previous films. Now, the other thing I guess I have a problem with in this film is that they kind of give a reason to why the Deadites are attacking, which I'm not really a big fan of. I personally feel like they should just do the whole attacking just for the sake of attacking. Um, and you know, okay, sorry about that. So yeah, my point is, yeah, I personally believe they should have just stuck with the whole attack for just the sake of attacking. Don't get me wrong, it still got pretty damn crazy in the end, especially when it was raining blood. But personally, for me, the whole, you know, attacking for the sake of attacking is just way more creepy. But still, the raining blood was still pretty cool. If you're a fan of the original Evil Dead or just want to see a good horror film, I say check this out.